Dear friends, many thanks for the invitation to contribute to this event today, and I'm sorry I can't be with you in person. Since I started the mandate in 2020, I have seen a growing number of complaints being submitted from human rights defenders in third countries who are at risk because they continue to highlight human rights violations in their home countries. I find this trend very disturbing. I was infuriated to learn after the tragic death in a car crash of a young Emirati woman who worked part-time with me on the mandate in 2021 that she had been targeted with Pegasus spyware between 2015 and 2020 when she was living first in Qatar and then in London. The fear felt by the Emirati community in London was such that a number of her friends did not go to view her body at Regent's Park Mosque, as they believed it would be under surveillance by the United Arab Emirates, who might then target them and their families for association with Allah. Last year in June, I held a conference for young human rights defenders from around the world, and one of the participants was Yalkun, a Uyghur human rights defender based in Turkey, who had researched the pressure placed on other Uyghur human rights defenders in Turkey by the Chinese state. He found that in many cases, threats against their family members still in Xinjiang were used to frighten them into stopping their activism. And as all of you based in Geneva know, the Chinese government does not just target Uyghur defenders abroad, but tries to silence defenders in exile more generally, particularly when they try to participate in the Human Rights Council. And just recently, I led on the case of a Baloch human rights defender who is now in Canada and who is an outspoken critic of the treatment of Baloch people in Pakistan. As a result of his persistent activism, his family members who remain in Balochistan have been threatened, intimidated, detained, and interrogated. We have also worked on the cases of Algerian defenders in Tunisia, Saudi defenders in Bulgaria, and Egyptian defenders in Lebanon, all of whom believed they were safe from the risks they faced for their human rights work in their home countries when they left those countries, but who quickly discovered that this was not true as they were detained, interrogated, or threatened with deportation at the request of their home states. This practice of targeting defenders in third countries must be condemned and publicised whenever and wherever it takes place. And I encourage human rights defenders, NGOs, and others to continue to submit these cases to my mandate so that we can continue to help draw attention to them. Thank you very much.